Hey guys, welcome to another session of Epic 7. So this is Ken review part 2 slash Golem 2-man. Alright, so if you watched part 1 of my Ken review, you saw my stats, you saw me kind of theory crafting what kind of sets you want to go to, what kind of stats you want to achieve, and last day after that video, a member of my guild, VPP, a follower of mine, we started talking. We started getting really nerdy. No, actually, before we even get to it, some people might be asking, like, why is my guild called the Lurds, right? They're like, haha, Lurds sound like nerds. Well, joke's on you, because the Lurds stands for loser and nerds, right? So that's just a thing. But anyways, VPP and I got really lurdy. All right, we got really lurdy, and we were kind of theory crafting what would be the optimal build for Ken. Because I started questioning, if you go triple HP on the right side, so HP 60, 60, 60, you skyrocket his HP, his survival is better, his scaling on his damage mods. So keep in mind, his S1 is a 1 times damage mod, S2 is a 1.2 times damage mod, and then S3 is 1.5 times damage mod. Now if you read those damage mods on the data mine, it means it's scaled from attack, okay? Unless it's stated otherwise. Now it does say that it's a 10% health, 10% health scaling on S1 and S2, and a 30% on the S3. Okay, on the S3 is a 30% scale, which is a big difference. So that led me to the question: all right, if I had 3 HP on the right side, would that do more damage than, let's say, if I had an attack on the right side? So I don't have a 60% attack ring at this moment. I do have a 60% attack boot, but this has a 16 attack. So I kind of want to replace this ring instead, okay, to do our kind of test. So once and for all, we're going to find out whether or not you should go HP, 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 HP attack. So whether if it's on the boot, attack boot or whatnot, or the ring, it doesn't matter. And then obviously, Enscope brought this up, but Terror brought this up in part 1 of the video as well. He said the scariest Kens are the high HP Kens with high critical hit damage. So obviously, what that would mean, you would put a critical hit damage necklace if you can make up the substats, and then have maybe attack, and then maybe health. But our little test today is whether or not you should be swapping health for attack. So we're going to do some damage comparisons. So I'm going to do this. So right now, currently, keep in mind, before we go into our battle run, 24,000, let's say 24,500. Let's round up a bit. 24,500 health, and then attack is at 1915. Okay, so let's go, and let's do this. Do the Abyss set ring. Oh, I could do that too, but I'm losing my crit set regardless. Which is what I kind of wanted to avoid, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll check it out. I'll check the substats on that one. So we're also gonna do a 2-man golem run. So this is more of me just combining a video. Otherwise, I would have to make another one. So on part 1, I tried to do an auto 2-man. I can't for this team, but Ken can do it if I manual it, which is really cool. But regardless, we're gonna do this run just to test the damage. All right. So because my critical hit chance is only at a 59%, I believe, if I remember correctly. So let's say 60%. 60% critical hit chance. So it's going to be a bit hard to kind of keep the calculations. But let's do this. So S2, S1, remember, scales from HP, 10% only. But 1 times mod on the S1, 1.2 times mod on the S2. So let's do the S2 first. Okay, so for a critical hit damage on the B, the S2 was about 4,100. All right, 4,100 damage at my current, what's it called? Current critical hit damage. All right, which is like 185. Okay, so I'm just gonna attack him. Yep. We're gonna test the S1 right now. Make my day. On the B. Okay, that's a normal hit. 2,600. That's without the critical hit damage. Arguably, it's best to calculate without the critical hit damage, but it doesn't matter. Let's just get a kind of average. 2,073. So the first one was a crush damage. Have you upped your arena ring if you're gonna go broken anyway? Actually, that's a good point. Ensco. I can test it. I haven't maxed it, but I think I have enough to max it. 4,200 on the critical hit. That's the S1. Oh, actually no, that's not correct because that was a double attack. Okay, so let me do an S1. On the turtles, 3,500. Okay, so let me heal up a bit. 3,500 critical hit damage.
Let's have a go around.
And let's do an S2 on a turtle as well.
Try and dodge this.
Okay, nope, not a critical hit. Arguably, I should take my Luna onto this, even though she died, but for the critical hit chance inference.
I think I'm going to faint.
Make my day.
Okay, S1. I'm gonna do S1 on the unbroken turtle. 1.9. Okay, 1.9 non-crush damage. So you can tell crush damage if the gray numbers are bigger. Alright, that's how you tell the difference. So unhealable is fine. 2.5. Okay, 2.5 with crush damage. Alright, so let me just hit here. We're gonna try to do another S2 on the turtle. I'm gonna save my vigor damage for Golem. Alright. Doesn't matter. He's gonna have Sigurd Scythe. No, not anymore. Okay, so S2 again on turtle. Hopefully we got a critical hit. Okay. 3.9. Okay, so we kind of got the numbers, so we can compare that. 3.5.
I'm scared.
Okay. We're gonna kill him off. Now, faster. Compare the damage at the end on result page. Well, that depends. That's not per hit. You can get lucky. You can get lucky with defense breaks, Aline. If you get lucky on defense breaks, your damage total output is lower, right? Because you're still like, you know, you're killing him faster. Whereas if you don't get lucky on the defense breaks, Golem heals. So the result page isn't something you should be looking at. You should be looking at the direct numbers, and also it depends on, you know, how many of these skills I'm using, right? If I use more vigor, if I use less, so it's not too accurate. The reason why I want to do the S2 S3 comparison is because the scaling HP on the, actually I should say this before we continue. The scaling on the HP for the S3, if VPP and my math is correct, the damage output at on my current build, so HP build, no attack ring, necklace or boot, the S3 should be doing more damage than a Ken with one single 60% attack equipment. Alright? It should be doing more damage, but the S1 and S2 should be lacking damage. That's why I want to test this. Alright, so let's see here. For both runs, I will use an attack buff on his S3 just to get things started. Now, hopefully we can kind of recreate this and kind of get a critical hit damage on the vigor or on the S3. Okay, we did get it for this one, so let's take a look with attack buff. So that is sorry, I'm looking at actually the stream delay because I was looking at Ensco's comment. 9.6. Okay, so 9.6k damage. Alright, so that's 9.6k damage on the S3 with attack buff. But now all his hits now will be after vigor. So let's take a look at some averages. That's a double attack, so we're not gonna count that one. Okay, we're gonna do an S2. S2 here. That's critical hit damage. So that's 6,000, about 6,000 damage. Now he has an attack, DD defense break. Nope, he doesn't anymore. Let's get an attack buff up. And then we'll try the S1 now.
I'll knock your teeth out.
So 5.4. Okay, 5.4, and then all right.
Let's have a go around.
So now let's just beat this. All right, you guys can keep it. You can keep an eye on the numbers itself. But obviously this video there's gonna be a conclusion to it, because I think there's most likely optimal build is to really focus on the HP. And let's see, vigor is up again, so I'm gonna take advantage of it because I can ignore effect resistance. So double attack there, or double turn.
I think I'm going to faint.
It doesn't matter to go over the elemental
Let's
damage
have a
either.
go around.
Oh, so they're talking about crush damage.
You can't close your eyes. Listen to my song.
Again, as I'm making this recording, I know that there is a Ken banner. So you know, hopefully these hopefully I don't get stunned here. No.
I'll
Hopefully
knock your teeth out.
hopefully my video here isn't a temptation for people to ham on Ken. He's really good though. Like if we can complete this 2-man golem, you just see how powerful he is. Like you can't do this with, I don't think you can do this with like Tamarine and like let's say Surmia. Even Surmia's nuking capability is way better, but I don't think you can do it because she just can't survive it. But who knows, maybe I'm wrong. So maybe Ken is not that special. We're gonna do a double,
You into next week.
so you always get that defense break there. Oh, he's stunned. That sucks.
Ta-da!
Alright, let's pump it up.
Shine free.
Robbie can do it. Yeah, I guess
I'll knock your teeth
really tanky bruises can do it. 2-man, right? Not solo. What's his name? Dave? Dave says? No wait, not Dave.
I think I'm
Brain.
going to faint.
Brain Burst. Brain Burst, nice name. So I do have Cigar Scythe on my Ken compared to my review part 1 here.
Try and dodge this.
I do have an attack break up though. Or the defense break, which is
I'm scared.
kind of scary.
Go away.
Rare Ruby can test his Surmia is best, yes. That definitely can cast. Oh, Lawton, no. US dollars is still better because US dollars is higher. It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter. But thank you, dude.
Can't
Thank you.
Close your eyes. Listen
Lawton is awesome. Always supporting me
to
here.
my song.
But yeah, Canadian dollars are lower, so
And gentlemen,
sucks, man. Sucks being Canadian.
Have a
shine.
go around.
People are like, what? Jagan's Canadian? A lot of stuff is revealed when I'm live streaming here. That's pretty funny. Yeah, you can see Ken like taking this on like a champ. With Tamarine, of course. I mean, both are really broken units to be honest. So it's not like, oh wow, it's just Ken. Really, Tamarine is doing a lot here. Pushing CR, getting more turns, doing a double attack, always.
Listen to me sing.
Right? So
Shine
I think I can do Vigor again. So you guys can compare the damage here. We're about to finish. Vigor's coming with an attack break.
You're dead.
Or sorry, defense break. Defense break with critical hit damage.
These fists.
With attack buff. That's cool. I do believe actually I'm not quite sure. If you molded Ken's S3 and S1, are you able to stack Vigor as in keep it going always? That's interesting. I haven't done the math on the turn calculation. I think you can. 5 turns for the Vigor to cool off if you can get your Vigor gauge up. And it's 4-turn Vigor. So I think you can. Anyways, okay, so let's quickly do this. So Ensko made a point. He says I could use the attack ring instead. Even though I'm breaking my set, but I think I can. So my attack ring isn't rolling the best right now, but if I can get it to a 60%, nah, I don't think I can get it with the amount of ancient coins I have. Let me do it. Let's see.
Welcome.
Let's see here. Ring. Probably buy it. I'm gonna upgrade it anyway, so I may as well. Let's see what we roll here. So there's a bit of RNG on this video too. People love watching the RNG because some people like basking in other people's salt. Let's see what we get. Not yet. One more. So yeah, I don't think I can. I can't make it. So I'll at least get it to plus 12. We'll see what we roll here. But I think I'm gonna give him the critical hit. Sorry, the attack necklace instead for this showcase. Oh, what the heck? Come on, make it. Effect resistance. Wow, super salty, man. Super salty. Wow. So that's what I was saying, man. On the news video, I was saying that, man, these pieces, man, they can roll really bad. Well, there you go. That sucks. That really sucks. All right. I'm gonna put on the attack. So attack. Let me see what substats I'm gonna lose here. Speed, critical hit damage is 12. Oof. The critical hit damage is a big deal because that would change the outcome of our fight. There's no critical damage on the bis sets, so that's gonna kind of suck. I think I might go with a serious necklace here. It's really for the effectiveness. You know, may as well get high effectiveness. Critical hit chance is 5. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do this test here. So we'll waste a bit of gold, but it's okay for science. It's worth it. Okay, we're gonna swap this out. So critical hit damage is lower, so keep that in mind. So obviously that will affect our maximal output damage. So obviously I think already, even with the attack boost, you can take a look here. We should be about 20,000 HP. Yep, 20,000 HP, 2,400 attack. All right, it's just swapping a 60% attack ring, but you lose 4,000 health. Okay, so keep that in mind. We're at a 51% crit chance now because I broke the critical hit chance set, and I'm losing about 15 critical hit damage in total. Oh no, how can that be? I only lost 12. So 12 critical hit damage in total. So that can affect it, but we'll do another run here. So again, the whole key is like whether or not you should even be bothering with an attack main stat. Okay, so arguably 2 HP main stat with a critical hit damage necklace is most likely the best build for him. Okay. And I actually might try it one more time after this with a critical hit damage necklace. I'll probably plop Sid's necklace on him. So anyways, we kept track on several numbers here.
Let's have a go around.
Let's do it. S2.
Eat this.
2.5, 2.3. So that's non-crit. So I was saying that it's better to actually to look at the damage non-crit. Okay, so that seemed lower already. I think we're doing a 2.5 with the crush damage. Let's see what we get on the S1. 2.1. Yeah, I think it's already lower. Even just with the attack. That's surprising to me, actually. Because our math showed that
Make my day.
the variable changed too much. Yes, so that's... Yeah, you can't compare it with the different CD values, but
You can't close
we just
your eyes.
had 2 hits that were non-critical hit damage that I believe they were lower. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, you can scrub back into the video and really double check it, but I'm pretty sure it's lower.
I think I'm going to faint.
So yes, critical hit damage, we're gonna lose out too much.
I'll knock your teeth out.
But alright, let's see here. Let's do an S2 on this.
Try and
So we got a
dodge
critical
this.
hit. 3.8.
Let's have a go around.
Yeah, 3.8. 2.6.
I'm scared. Yep.
Yeah, Tamarine is almost doing as much damage, half the damage, but he has the HP scaling too. Okay, let's do the non-attack break one. 2.6 crush.
I think I'm going to faint.
Okay, of course that's with a defense break there. Oh, I didn't even know they do unhealable. I had no idea.
Make my
Okay, so let me do an S2 on Turtle 1 here.
I'll knock you into next week.
3.8. Yeah, it's a
You can't
bit
close
lower.
your eyes.
It's a bit lower already. But of course the critical hit damage is too low. But you can see even with the non-critical damage hits, you can see that it's like
I'm scared.
it's somewhat the same
Yes.
with like 60% HP instead of 60% attack. So you can tell the difference here. Alright, so now with Golem, now this is where our test. Hopefully we get the critical hit. Because we do have a 15% extra critical hit with the elemental advantage.
I
So
think
let's
I'm
do
going to
this on the Big Gear 1. We did about 9.6k critical hit damage.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And arguably you can reverse the math, I think. If I don't get a critical hit,
Ultimate.
no, I didn't get a critical hit. If I don't get a critical hit, you know, you just do the calculation without the critical hit damage on both builds, and you can kind of get a rough idea. So that's a 6.8.
I will shine. Here.
Hopefully we get another shot of our vigor with a critical hit this time.
Let's have a go around.
Let's burn it.
Eat this.
6.2.
Make my day.
I think it looked a bit higher. That was post vigor. I think. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, Basil. The end.
Is my stage.
You can see that a 60% attack, even on a non-critical
Knock your
hit,
teeth out.
you're hardly noticing a difference. Now, this is what I said in part 1 of Ken's review, that you most likely want to stack him with HP.
Let's have a go around.
But Tara did interject and say that HP critical hit damage Kens are the worst. They're the strongest ones. So regardless, even if I went with a critical hit damage necklace, I would still be stuck at 20,000 HP, which arguably is really good. It's still really good. But you're not really benefiting as much as you can in the tankiness aspect
My day.
as Ken.
Let's combine our
But your damage output is higher. So let me put it in perspective. If you have a 20,000 HP Ken, you're most likely at a Crow level, but he still has a necklace with critical hit damage. He outputs as much damage as like a mid-tier damage dealer because his kit is absolutely robust. So you can get a benefit even with a 20,000 HP Ken, get a benefit of a tanky Crow likeness, but with high damage, right? So let's yeah, we'll do one more test after this. We'll do a critical hit necklace, because Sid's critical hit damage necklace is the one we got from the event. Okay, so hopefully we get a critical hit. Oh my goodness. But you can already tell I'm doing what I can to speed up the battle, and I don't think I'm doing it as fast as before. I don't think we've gotten any unlucky stuns yet, but there's definitely a big difference.
Shine free.
Make my day. Eat this.
Brain Burst asked. Okay, never mind. I won't say it.
I think I'm going to faint.
Basically, people are talking about counter set. Wait, what? Badsilla, you said, check my message above. My build is worse than we thought. Oh, you're okay. So yeah, all right, guys. See, my I did a damage test with Badsilla, and we were testing HP. He had a attacking Ken because he has the lifesteal set on Ken right now. I think the Abyss lifesteal set, and I'm assuming it's the 60% ones you have on.
I'll knock your teeth
And
out.
we did a test on
I'll knock you into next
what is
week.
it? World Difficulty Adventure
I'm scared.
3. Basically you fight Wyvern at the end, and we were doing damage comparisons, and his damage was already lower than mine, but he just mentioned, he says it's worse than he thought because his Ken is also Malagorod. So every single piece of damage he's doing is actually getting a benefit from the raw attack upgrade.
Listen to
Oh,
me,
okay. So that's good. So absolutely, I think health Kens are the way to go, or health with critical hit damage.
I'll knock your teeth out.
We're gonna try to finish this off really quick.
I'll do my
I think I
best.
can. Still, just a bit slower. Yeah, counter set would be okay. I mentioned this in part 1 of the video because
Try and dodge this.
you really get more focus. What was it called? Focus? No. You get your vigor gauge back faster because every time you attack with the S1, you get 15 and then 20 if you actually enhance it. Okay, let's last one. No attack buff, but we do have a defense break. Let's try it out anyway. But if our math is correct, regardless, the S3 would have been worse anyways. Like we didn't get a comparable number, but you guys can see, like, you know. Let's see if this home is good. Hopefully I get lucky drops. Not that good. Well, it's not terrible. It's actually not terrible. If I want to build like maybe a tanky knight, I think that works. I'll keep it. All right, so very last one, and the last time I'll spend my gold here is we're gonna swap out Sid's necklace for him. Okay, so again we're gonna do some comparisons. So I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna unequip it, and I'm gonna do Sid's. So Sid's here. I'm gonna unequip it too. And I'm not quite sure if that matters. If I change it versus unequipping both, do I actually lose more gold? I'm not quite sure. Anyways, I'm gonna equip this. So this has pretty good substats. Oh, okay, so my critical hit damage is up to 225. My attack is about the same. My health, of course, I'm missing that 4,000 there from that substat. My critical hit chance is about the same. Okay, so with the critical hit chance, no, actually no, it's higher. I think I'm 10 higher. So anyways, we're gonna check this out. I'm 100% sure this is already gonna be more damage. So think about it this way. We're missing 4,000 health. 4,000 health times 30% scaling of the health is not too much, right? Let's say 2,000 ish, 1,000, 1,500. But I'm increasing from my first build. I'm increasing about 40% critical hit damage. Again, if you know the damage formula, and I say this time and time again, how do you know you're doing more damage from one build to the next? Attack times multiplied by critical hit damage. And if you have other scaling in between, you multiply that stuff in between it, but critical hit damage is always at the end. And if critical hit damage is always at the end, that would always have the last say in your maximum output damage if your attack total makes sense in the multiplication. So attack times critical hit damage, whichever gets you the higher number, that's the build with the higher damage possibility. So for me, I already know for sure that a 4,000 missing HP with about the same amount of attack as my first build is obviously going to beat it, just because I have more critical hit damage. So I'm going to pretty much be outputting 40% more damage. All Mao says Fire can almost solo Golem. Yeah, totally. Let's see how much damage we do here. Critical hit damage 4.7. 4.7. I think it's a bit higher.
I think I'm going to faint. Away.
Let's have a go around.
Hold on, wait, what? Maru Ben says, does your Ken have molas? No, my Ken has absolutely no Malagor right now. There's too many heroes to spend on, but he holds his own even without Malagor. I mean that shows how OP he is. If I have no Malagor on him and he does this kind of damage. All right, that's with the defense break. Obviously that doesn't count. We didn't do that on the round 1 or round 2. But we just want to show the total output damage here. His savagery. Let me put it that way.
I'll knock your teeth out.
All right. I'm gonna save it. I'm still gonna save the S3 for Golem here. Hopefully we get a good critical hit. We have a way higher critical hit chance this time. So there should be no excuse, Ken. Don't let me down. And apologies. I know people like watching auto runs more. But for consistency, I think I gotta do a manual. Last time I tried auto, I couldn't beat him, so. But I also didn't use Sigard's Scythe, so once Tamarine died, he had no way of sustaining himself. Maybe he can with Sigard's Scythe? I don't know.
Let's have a go around.
Let's just do the S1. I'm gonna save the S2 for the round 2 there.
You can't close your eyes.
Let's heal.
Go away.
Okay.
I'll knock your teeth
So
out.
on to round 2. So let's go. 4,000. So obviously, yeah, of course, that is another thing too. If you don't crit with a critical hit damage necklace, you're not going to do a lot of damage, right? So health is still going to be better in that sense. And again, health is good for Ken's survival. And Ken still does a lot of damage if you can get the critical hit damage from substats. So my HP build was at what, 185, I think? 185 critical hit damage, which is quite good. It's not terrible. Alright, so let's get the attack buff up. We'll do the S3. So, you know, to each their own. Depends on what you use Ken for. In my opinion, you know, high HP. Okay, let's see. 9.6 was the health one. Alright? Yeah, okay, 10,000. Okay, so, alright. We have really good comparable numbers there. 9.6 critical hit damage versus 10,000 critical hit damage. With a critical hit damage necklace. 40% more critical hit damage, but I'm only getting what, 400? 500? 500 more damage. Is it worth it in the long run? I'm not 100% sure about that. I'm not sold on it. I'm going to revert him back to the HP one after this fight no matter what, because I know that was my build I wanted. But if you can get him maybe to 250% critical hit damage, you might see it. But again, you know, I make this point over and over. It doesn't really matter what set you go with, what stats you go with. What you want is your sub stats combined with your main stats to get the optimal build. That's really what you're looking for. And for my Ken, oh crap, she potion vault herself. What should I do? Put up attack buff.
Shine free.
Yes, brain burst. I do know that. I mentioned that over and over in my part 1 video and part 2. So brain burst is just reminding that S3 has a 30% health scaling, which I did mention. Oh gosh.
You can't close your eyes.
Okay, he's almost unlocking Sigurd's Scythe, which would be interesting too. I've never actually hit Sigurd's Scythe when I manual it, so maybe an auto that Sigurd's Scythe will save him. I don't know. 4.5 without vigor.
Listen to my song. I will shine and gentlemen.
But the other thing is, yeah, you know, with critical damage, if you can land your critical hits, obviously it's gonna make a difference over time, right? You think about that, it's 40% more efficient in output damage. So regardless of the numbers being a bit low, you're still doing more damage over time. So that's combining S1, S2, S3, still doing a ton. What the I lost. That's interesting. Maybe just bad RNG, because that doesn't make sense. Okay, Sigurd's Scythe is gonna do a lot here, because we got a defense break, we got attack buff, so this is a good time to prove himself. 27,000, he healed himself back to 50% HP, so that's pretty incredible. Let's see if he can hold his own, huh? Solo. So in this case, I think the critical hit damage really helped because we needed that heal. 12,000 damage. Oh no, the stun is what's gonna kill me. Ooh. Nope, not yet. Mada, it's not over. Uh-oh. I'm a bit scared. It is for PvP. Oh yeah, that's true too. Oh no, I lost. Okay, well.
Damn. How could I lose?
I don't know, Ken. I don't know how you lost. Regardless, I don't think that was the cause of my critical hit damage necklace. There's no way that would cause me to die, because I ran this with attack necklace, so my HP is the same. So I think we just got unlucky there. But anyways, I'm gonna change this back. So yes, actually, okay, so I'm gonna give my final thoughts on this. So now you guys kind of get to see the science of this. Now, obviously, you could have swapped this out for, like, let's say an attack boot, critical hit damage. You know, at the end of the day, it's what does your substats dictate your main stat should be. In my opinion, that's how I would be kind of chasing it. I would still say aim for triple HP, because a 24,000. Okay, you know, 24,000. You know, a lot of people. You know, when I premiered this, I think it was a couple days ago on YouTube, people were like, "What the heck? 24,000 HP Ken?" And I said it wasn't bad. And they were like, "What the heck are you talking about? It's not bad." The reason why I said that is because I found a 26,000 HP Ken that did more damage than me in PvP. I got wrecked by that. That was before I got my own Ken. So after I saw that, oh, he has 26,000 HP and he did such good damage, I strived for it. That's what kind of inspired me. I don't remember that guy's name because I never ran into him again, or maybe I just avoided him. I don't know. But regardless, if you have the substats to go for it, this is what I would really aim for. Arguably speaking, I would say a 22,000 health is a good place to start. Maybe balance 22,000 health with about 2,000 plus attack. But the critical hit damage at the end of the day is going to be the biggest difference if you can get your HP and your attack high. All right, so just keep that in mind. I know that a couple people have left comments on YouTube saying that, hey Dragon, your build videos have really helped me into thinking of how I should build my heroes. I'm really glad this is helpful. So I'm hoping that this kind of like follow-up video will really set the standards straight, you know, like no more just like theory crafting. Okay, is attack better, is health better? I really do think it's a mix of health, attack, and critical hit damage, of course, but I would say emphasis on health, because in all aspects of the game, if you can survive, it's better, right? So if you die, even if you have like, let's say like 300% critical hit damage, what's the point of surviving if you die? If you get one shot by Luna, right? In PvP or GVG. So anyways, that's my thoughts on this. What? No way. No, all Ma just said a 30,000 HP counter set. I don't think so, man. I don't think that's even possible. I'm gonna say this. Ali made a funny joke. He says, "Is this the end of the Ken marathon? Find out on the next video of Dragon Ball Z." He didn't say the Dragon Ball Z. I just feel that that's what he's going for. They're really sick of me making Ken videos. How can you be sick of Ken, man? He's awesome. Anyways, that's it for this one. So I'm gonna leave that there. Hopefully that's been helpful. Again, if you guys have Discord, check it out. If you guys have you know, Twitter, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to YouTube if you haven't as well. Thank you guys always for supporting me, those who continue to watch my content, and I will see you guys on the next video.